sea for a getaway. Car top down and we're driving just to feel young. Moving away to the sea. Moving away, can't you see? Sand in your feet, feel the breeze in the summertime. Stars in the sky, one time for a first time. Moving away to the sea. Moving away, can't you see? We'll drink honey by the ocean. It's our favorite potion. Come on, baby, let me tell you one time that our days will never end, yeah. No, our days will never end, yeah. No. Come on, baby, let me tell you one time that our fire got a love it till you never break apart. And we're moving away to the sea. Moving away, can't you see? There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight.
Okay.
So we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight.
Let's see how this goes.
Get off your seat, clap your hands to the beat, grab your champagne glass tonight. We toast to freedom in the Caribbean, yeah, in the Caribbean, yeah. Dan, 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 smoke, 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 fire it up, let our lanterns paint the night sky red. Paint the night sky red, yeah, yeah. We'll drink honey by the ocean, it's our favorite potion. Come on, baby, let me tell you one time that our days will never end, yeah. No, our days will never end, yeah. No. Come on, baby, let me tell you one time that our fire got a love it till you never break apart. And we're moving away to the sea. Moving away, can't you see? There won't be one more time.
Can't seem to find my chat. That's fun.
So we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time. So we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time. So we gonna do this tonight.
Okay, I guess we get started here.
Can you hear, can you hear, can you hear my voice? Coming through, coming through, coming through the noise. I'm floating through outer space. I'm lost and I can't find a way. Oh, all the lights going dark and my hopes destroyed. Help me, is anybody there?
Okay. I'm still trying to figure things out. So, this is going to be a little bit of a weird stream. But what I'm doing is continuing my Noob to Pro that I had on the PS5. But I just figured that if I can stream it, then that's better.
Been so long since I've seen a face. My eyes are shut, but I can see the void between you and me.
So let's get started. And it's going to be a little bit easier than it was before, because I have some Halloween pets. Granted, they're commons, but these were the summer pets I had. But compared to the pets I had without any kind of event, these are way better. Like, these are in the trillions and billions, where these are just 8 times as strong. So they're not as good. So let's just kill these guys a few times. But this is normally the stuff that I would be cutting out of the videos, and they still end up being close to an hour long. But with these companions, this should be a lot easier. There we go. Now I have a chat. I kind of got forced into making the stream like for kids, since YouTube seems to be pushing that a lot. Okay. That's the last one. That one. Just doing the typical free-to-play stuff. If anyone ever watches this either while it's live or when it goes to a video, okay.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to live this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in us. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it out.
Now I believe I'm right where I should be, just entering this world in Ascensions. I just have to kill this guy a few times.
Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up. Tonight, we gonna light it up, baby. Tonight, we gonna light it up. Just like the sunrise, we gonna light it up.
I think trying to go through this and keep the ascensions where they should be would actually be so hard. Like I can just one hit everything, but that's actually hurting me more. I just have to kill this guy 4 more times. Okay. On to the next world. See if I can do this one more time. I cannot. Let's see if we can get a aura. But it's gonna take a little bit. Because I need 125 QI. I'm starting to see where streaming this is actually becoming more of a problem. Because you're seeing everything, but it's not really entertaining. I don't have too much to talk about to cover for the fact that this stuff is not necessarily the best thing to be watching. So I'll probably get through this world. Let's see, where am I at? Once I finish 7, I think I'll end stream. And I'll probably go back to doing videos on this instead. Then I can just cut out this part and just get to the point where I have like 1 or 2 left. But I will be right back. Brief bathroom break. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay. Now we move on. And yeah, I think actually streaming this was not necessarily the right play. I had an idea to do another stream. Like I was gonna have this be more of like a morning type stream. Then I was gonna stream some Warframe. But it didn't go that way. And this might be the only stream I do today, right now. But I try having like I'm trying to go for a more professional stream, like with like the overlays and everything, but I feel like with the games that I picked to play, this wasn't the best idea for a stream. It should be still a video and just trim it down to the important parts. Like, I would normally be cutting this part out of me running around all over there and seeing at this boss and just killing it. Because I am beyond strong enough to one hit this boss. But I'll go until I hit like World 7 and finish that. And then videos will continue from World 8 on. And probably off stream I'll get myself caught up to the Ascensions. I guess technically after I get past, like, go through World 7, I could also do some of the Halloween event. But, like, actually get some passes on these guys. So it can last a little bit longer than what they would do just as is. But we'll see. Okay. I at least have one aura. I might try to do like I might try to do a dungeon. Before I finish. The only problem is the other people that are in here as well. They're gonna cause a problem. Because even if I go into the dungeon first, I can only walk. I don't have a mount yet. So I might actually not do a dungeon just yet. That'd probably be actually let's try to push until I at least hit um world 10, because then I actually get a Titan that will speed this up a little bit more since it's actually going to attack for me. So I don't have to keep on going back and forth between each mob. But pretty much as like a channel update for everything, I uploaded a video yesterday of a song that I wrote the lyrics for it, but I just had AI do the rest of it. Yeah, we'll have to do these probably off stream. But I did a song off stream. Hold on. I wrote lyrics to a song. Like I just had a idea in my head, for a potential song. So I just started writing lyrics for it. And then I had AI finish it with like the actual music and everything for it. So that's what went up yesterday. But with this series, I'm going to keep it as videos from now on. But they will be on PC now. I probably won't be going back to the PS5 to do this. Because it's just so much easier doing it on the PC instead of the PS5. The controls are way easier. And this is what I'm used to using for my main account. So there's going to be a little bit of a upgrade in the quality there. Since already YouTube lowers the quality of every video I make. And I will be keeping this account free to play. So everything I do, I'm going to have to try to take advantage of the events. Like in this case, the Halloween event, I took advantage and got these guys. And also on my swords, I have the Halloween passive for drops, which I could do better on. So I might do some Halloween event grinding after the stream is over, just so I can get like better passives. Which I should probably. I'll wait until I get to World 10. Because I'll have plenty of souls and everything to buy all the soul swords that I'll need to grab after that. And with me doing this series, I am going to try to get like if I get the best version of these gotchas, then I'll keep it, but I will go after the Eternals of everything once I get like a little bit stronger and have it more established where I have 2 tie-ins and more companion slots. So things are a little bit quicker. And since it's a noob to pro, it makes the most sense to try to not only finish the game to what it currently is up to, which can't really show you right now. But I'm on World 7 right now. The game is currently at World 48. And it's going to update on Saturday. So there's going to be another world. So I'm going to try to pump out these videos a little bit more and maybe stream this again just as a way to have a longer video. But it might be just a silent video with like some music in the background. Like I won't be talking. It'll just be full grind and no commentary. It might not be as entertaining to watch, but oh, it's actually a good thing to see that someone joined. And this is a completely different account. I'm not as OP as I am on my main account. But since you're here, at least I hope you're still here, it's a little bit on the layer side from you to be asking this, but is the audio good? Like, am I being overpowered by the music? Or am I overpowering the music? Maybe ascending was not the best move right there. I think I might need to get new swords. These ones are from like World 4. So like they're not the strongest. Okay. Now that I got better swords, I head to the Halloween event so I can get some passives on them. Go. And let's see if I can have a decent passive go on these guys. Okay. I'll go with that one. There we go. Okay, we can't see the boost that it's going to give us in here. I will do more stuff in here since there is a completely separate pass for this. And from what I'm hearing, This is the best accessory in the game so far. So I might grind out the Halloween event a little bit. And I also realized that you guys just didn't see what I was pointing out, since the filter that I have on the video kind of just made the entire pass look like it was a black block. But I'm gonna have to try to get that accessory, or the one that's in this one, which I guess would be considered like the second best. But I can't necessarily do anything with that yet until I have a mount and some titans, because it requires me to be able to do some dungeons, like do the easy, medium, like opening chests I can do, defeat enemies I can do. The clicks are just gonna slowly sit there, play for 12 hours is possible if I want to just try to progress a little bit more off stream and off camera. Again, doing medium dungeon, opening chests, easy dungeon, and defeating enemies are probably the more easier ones. The time played one will just come, obviously, with time. Here's the first mount quest I get for, I think, 6 hours. Yeah, I have to play for 6 hours after the point I accept that. So all the time I have played here, it doesn't matter right now. It only matters to this luck quest here. I guess not quest, I guess the achievement. could go after an avatar as well. I will be coming back to this world a few times to just get enough souls again to buy the rest of the swords. So those are done. This world is done. Now I just head over to the lobby. Buy the swords. And that's about all I can do there. So those are gone. And now I go back to here. And hit this boss. Okay. Well, looks like I'm going to the next world and I think I might go and see if I can just one hit the boss here. I cannot. I guess I'll just farm this guy for a second. So once I get to world 10, I unlock a ×2 energy area. So I'll be able to get my power back up a little bit quicker. We'll go until I hit 2 hours streaming, and however far we're at there is when we'll stop. Okay. Should be able to kill these guys a little bit quicker now. Like, a lot of it is the companions I have that are allowing me to push this far. If I had to keep on upgrading from these guys, I would probably be another like 2, maybe even 3 worlds back. And from what I hear, these Halloween companions, if I go back and grind up and get like non-common ones, like if I get like the epic or legendary version, those guys 100% will carry me to at most world 38. So as far as pets are concerned, I don't have to worry about them at all. I'm just going to be not necessarily stuck with them, but once I get like a legendary, mythical, if I get the eternal, that'll be even better. But I'm basically set on pets, and the series is going to be a little bit easier because of it. Like, I almost made a video just on the summer pets. I keep calling them pets even though they're technically companions, but I played too many other games similar to this that it's not companions, it's actually pets itself. But I was going to make a video saying like the summary event was OP, but I didn't play on this account. I only got onto it to grab some pets because the summer event was going to be over in like a few hours at that time. So I could only grab what I have here. That's it. Which they're not terrible, but compared to the Halloween event pets, they're kind of lacking. So I can basically just do that and just get rid of all of them. Well, based on how long this is taking right now, I do want to reach World 10 before I end stream, so however long it takes for me to get to World 10 is where I'll stop. I want it to be like a 2-hour long stream, but it might be a little bit longer. But I don't really have too much control over that. Like, could I have like prepared myself a little bit better with getting pets? In theory, yes. But I also didn't want to push the stream back any further than I already had. But after that, like, I'll finish up 10 on stream, and then I'll just catch up ascension wise off stream, just so you're not seeing me just go back and forth between the worlds, just ascending, staying in a 2 times power area, and then just start farming up the boss and everything to get the souls to ascend again. Because I think right now that is what is holding me back. The fact that my ascension is not where it should be. Like, if I was one world back, that'd be different. But I feel like I'm like around 2, maybe 3 back now. Because this is the solo leveling world. I might also do some defense mode off stream. I grab my main account and also like carry myself in that, so I have um more companions I can get. So I can try to get the most out of the Halloween event on this account. Since on my main account, I already have a full team of Eternals of the Halloween event. I have them fully maxed out with the second best passive that I can get. And I also have one primordial with like the second or third best passive on it. So yeah, my main account is strong, but it's not like as strong as this person right here. Like they're stronger than me, but they probably also have the best passives on their people, on their swords, and they AFK a lot more than I do. Like right now, I'm only on this account. I could be on my main account AFKing, but I'm here streaming as well, which also doesn't help because streaming takes up a lot out of the computer, and so does having two Roblox accounts running at the same time. Otherwise, I would be like using my main account to help progress this along. Because I only need to get down like about 10-15%, and I can just hit it with my main account, and it counts as a kill for this account. I'll finish this one off. If I can get the mount, accessory, or companion, that'd be good too. Shiny shards are good. Blue flames are also good. So close. I don't need those yet. This will be a stat reset. Time to buy the rest of the swords. then put a passive on it. But there's still, yeah, this will be around for a while since there's still coming soon stuff all over the place. Like, there's this guy, there's that guy there. There was a guy back here, but he turned into the graveyard defense, which I can't do unless I do the dungeon. Like, I think at the strength I'm at, I can clear the easy dungeon, but it would take a while because I have to do it through walking right now instead of having a mount. So I might try to AFK in like the Halloween area so I can gain that strength because there's two different strengths where it's energy and it's like spooky energy, I guess. And it's only one at a time. So I might AFK this account some. So from now until the next video, there might be a power jump, but that's to be expected since going into it, I should be a little bit higher. Like I should theoretically wait until I can one hit this boss before I go and do anything in the next world. But that would require me to AFK in the 2 times area to get to the strength of being able to one hit this guy. And then I'll have trouble with like the next set of people. But good thing I only have to beat him one more time. And there we go. Finish that. We're on the Titan District, which let's see how far behind I am there. Oh, this guy's like 4 times as strong as the boss I just got done with. Yeah, so even if I went back and if I just AFK over there for a little bit, so I might need to do some more ascending before I end stream because I want to get this done. But I need to be able to roll on a Titan, which I don't know how much of this spinal fluid I need offhand right now. Like right now, I'm just now approaching the amount of power that the boss was at in the last world. So I feel like the balancing of this was a little bit too high of a jump. Okay. Let's see if I can get myself a Titan. Okay. I have a Titan that is only 10% of my damage right now. Which means he's going to struggle on every single person I have here. But if I do it with him, then he won't struggle. But if I sit here for a little bit, actually I'm going to ascend so I can gain more per swing. Then I can just come back to the 2 times the energy area. Like I'm too far behind on ascensions. So this might take a little bit. Unless I have something for this bloodline. I do not. But I think I'm going to head back to the previous world and try to farm out some souls here. Since I can do decent damage here now. Because that 10% really helps. Actually don't need the... If I weaken him, it is more beneficial that way. Because I really need to catch up on ascensions. Because I think I'm pretty much around maybe like world 5 in ascensions, and I'm 5 worlds behind. But the good thing is I can just teleport in and my Titan will instantly kill the first guy that's like close to where the teleport is at, so I can just go over and just repeat. See? Like this guy here, is gonna constantly die every time I spawn. Well, not spawn. Every time I teleport in. And right now, I'm in SX for souls. Once I get into N, I did not mean to click that. Yes, like even with me having to do the ascension farming now on stream, like that guy is dead before I even actually get to see where I'm at. But whenever I make the next video on this series, since streaming is not the way to go for me, unless I really need to pick up the pace, which I I do, but I need better pets. I need to be a little bit more on the luckier side with my Titan. But having this, this, and this is a big help. So I should be doing that. I forgot to put my stat point in. But I'll also come over here and roll. Even though he's not the best, he's a legendary compared to my... What did I have before? Yeah, the the rare of like the first like ever the first set of people. So having this guy, like even though he's at level 1 right now, he's still giving me more, like he's giving double the energy that the other guy was giving me. And I'll level him up slowly. Which will actually be kind of quicker because I had the Titan. I could just go into World 5 and farm up some mob kills. But I'm not going to do that right now. That's more of a off stream. think at the ascension we're at, we are at world 7. So we're getting closer, but still not quite there.
All these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, I can't think straight, need the light. I need to breathe, get me up and out of the sheets, onto my feet. Another cup of coffee and me, that's what I need. My eyes puffy, I can't see. I'm too tired to function, but too lost to sleep. Ay, I think I need to be on something medication. I think I need to figure out the segregation. I think I needed just a better education to understand a world that's so complicated. Intoxicated, every night faded, just so I can sleep thinking that it's sated. I feel hated, I feel hatred. I'm lost deep in my mind that I've created. I have dreams when my life is devastated.
And also,
That I wake up shaking.
having this accessory helps a little bit, but I don't plan on like leveling up at all since it's only legendary. I'll hopefully get better ones. Okay, now I'm at the Marine Station in Ascension. Okay, now it's getting to the point where this might be the last ascension that this guy at the start is going to help us. But already at level 4, even though we do have a potion going, this avatar is already better than the one I had. Now it's gonna be more of farming the boss and these 2 henchmen. Because right now I'm moving into the ascension of World 9. So I'm now at Monarch, which is at solo leveling. I'm gonna try to max out the Ascension before I finish World 10 and then end the stream. But now my power gain is a lot better. Like I'm getting 3.27 DC per click. Now it's 3.4 since I just leveled up. And once my blood pops, then it'll give me, I think depending on which one I have, will depend on how much boost I get from it. Now I need 62.4 DC for the next ascension. And again, I would normally be cutting all this out, or I would have been doing it as I was progressing, since that's theoretically what you're supposed to do as you're playing. But I'm even gonna check if I can get another okay. As the last aura that I can get. Sadly, it's not as cool as the one I had before, but we'll have to deal with it. Now I need 436 DC, which means I need to kill the boss twice. Because now I'm going into UD, which is into the now I'm one-hitting the boss. So I'm getting more and more ready for World 10. $547 DC to get the Titan. Now I'm getting a 1.5 times energy boost from my blood popping. But now I can go back and kill the boss a few more times, and once it gets to the point where I can't easily get this, then I'll move on to World 10 and then just beat the first mob of that and then max out the ascension to Titan 5. Because now I'm doing 46.7 DC energy a swing. Not too sure if this is the right move to stay here for this one. Okay. Have enough for the next one. I will have to start using the first mob of Titan World for it then after this. Yeah, I need the witch. I'm gonna try to do the first mob. Yeah, that's the way to that's the way to go. I could also join that guy's portal, but I can almost guarantee I'm not going to be able to hit anything that souls from it. Okay. Now I'll need 140 UD to reach the next ascension for the next world. But now it's time to just come over here, gain some energy since I'll need it for definitely the mini boss and the boss since they're both in TD. You're gonna see if I can. Okay, I can beat the. Okay, I should be good. First, I want to make sure that I have the best sword I can get. And I don't. Okay. So how much for 1.8 TD? I try to benefit as much of this as possible. And Now we go grab the best sword we can get. Now we go to the Halloween. Uh, I'll do this raid. It's gonna take a little bit, I guess. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. It would be beneficial if I stayed there. Like, I can go back to it, but it just wouldn't help. Now, what would be beneficial is if I got a mythical energy one. Now we can just steamroll pretty much everything in here. Like right now, with nothing on, no potion, just the best sword we can get, which is basically a hammer. And not even the best passive on it. I'm now doing 1.04 UD, which, if you would compare it to what I was doing at the start of the stream, it's just saying how much the Halloween event is really just carrying me through this series. And also, if anyone that watches this has seen some of my other videos, like the Sword Fighter Simulator Noob the Pro that I started, I am no longer doing that, mainly because Like, it's even more of a grind than this game is itself. Like, I would have to probably spend like probably roughly around a day, probably just AFKing, just so I would be able to make the next video once I get further into the worlds, because the power scaling in that game, it was just out of control to the point where I could potentially carry myself in that series if I use my mining account, but I don't want to rely on my main account, which also hasn't finished the game yet, just purely based on how long it takes. Like, I'm basically having to wait for certain events to pop up in the game for a certain mob to spawn for me to try to get a ability that would then carry me through the rest of the worlds. Like, I think my main account is like 2 or 3 worlds away from finishing, but it's too much time spending AFK to merit me wanting to go and do a Noob to Pro series on it, knowing that for me to make one video, I have to use pretty much an entire day AFK on this account just so I have enough power to make the video. Like, the power difference from world to world, you'll have to AFK before you can go to the next world. Unless you got some really good pets, like I'd be probably hatching most of the time, trying to get decent enough pets to give me that small edge to make it worth it for me to make a video on it. So I'm going to stop that series and focus more on doing more of this game and probably do maybe some more music and also do some Warframe and maybe do some First Ascendant, but I'm not too sure because it's getting to the point where Black Ops 6 is coming out soon, so I'll be probably putting some of this off to the side and playing a lot more Call of Duty at that time. So I'll probably stream that as well whenever Call of Duty comes out. Like I looked yesterday and it said that it was on Game Pass. So there is actually a chance that I might not have to pay for the $70, but it's also if I don't pay for Game Pass anymore, then every game I have, I lose it. So I might still end up buying it, but it just depends on what platform I do it on now. Like the easiest would be just to get it on PlayStation. But I'm finished wrapping up this world here. Like once I finish this up, I'm then going to ascend and then I'm probably just going to AFK a little bit on the 2 times area. Okay. Well, that's done. Now I'll have classes available, a new mount, and a new loot pool that I can grind. Probably off camera though. But before I ascend, I'm going to see how many swords of this world I can actually get. Looks like I can get none. Okay, so I'll ascend. And I'll go over to the 2 times area. Just sit here. And I guess just AFK here for a little bit. I'll probably do a little bit of grinding of getting enough power to beat the mini boss and boss again. And then I'll try to do some ascension, so whenever I do a video again, I'll be a little more prepared for it. And I'll be able to just go through the world, and since it'll be a video, then I'll cut out all of the me running around and killing all the mobs from 1 to 29, and only get down to the point where I'm basically going to be killing the next one. But I guess with having a Titan, it changes it a little bit, because the radius changes a little bit, but I would have to grind up enough gold, which I don't have any portals, and I can't get to Infinity Castle yet. So I don't have like any way to have the best way to AFK or grind out gold. But this is what I have so far on the achievements. Some of these I got through just carrying myself with my main account, like for this one, I think. Actually, no, I don't think I carried myself. This is just me doing it all myself right now. I might carry myself off camera so I have more slots. But like, I'm able to do easy dungeon, obviously, pretty easily. I finished it. I can probably at the power I'm at now, I can do medium dungeon, which will be the next one that shows up. I might do that once I finish up streaming, but probably the next time there's going to be a video or stream of this, it might be. Hmm, I don't really want to set a time limit because I can't guarantee when I'm able to record. That's my only problem. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna rewatch this stream it probably soon after it goes live as a video, so I can see if my audio settings are good or if I have to change them, since I didn't really have anyone show up until later in the video. I guess video slash stream, I guess. And going through and testing the audio, like I already had a little bit of some screw ups in this stream because there were some things that I didn't have in my audio mixer that I should have. So my starting soon and my intermission were maybe silent for a decent amount. But I'm going to try to fine tune it as much as I can, so I have a perfect balance of music to my voice. And I probably have to figure out something else because I'm also constantly hearing myself as well, which could be something that I'm doing wrong, which is highly possible because I'm using OBS, but I'll try to figure that out later on. But this will conclude the stream. I made decent progress. I only have, like, at this current moment, I only have 38 more worlds I need to go through. So if I just, there might be a few more streams of this and me just grind through this longer, but just no voice and just having music go, just so I can get through the worlds a little bit quicker, because the videos itself, most of the commentary, I'm just talking about the game and saying, okay, I need to get this done, and then I cut to when I'm already done. So I might have another stream go up. I'm not too sure when. It might be soon. It might be tomorrow for all I know. But it is probably going to be a no mic grinding stream, so I get as much of the world's done as possible. From 10 to 48, I'm going to try to push as far as I can go. And also probably do, like, I'll probably do a little bit of everything in the full-on grinding stream, which means it'll be defense modes, alien invasion, and whatever else I unlock. If I get like the infernal invasion, which I think is at like world 22, if I get that far, I'll do those. Once I get to 30, I'll be doing the Zetsu attacks. Like, I'll do like a full-on grind on this account, and just try to push as much as I can go. And also, like, off stream, I might try to get like a better passive on these. So because right now the 35% is good for where I'm at now, but the thing is, once I get enough of these to be able to get the eternal looting, that'd be 40%, which then would make this useless. If I get the mythical of this, I think it's about 45% for drops. If I get the eternal, that is probably around 55 or 60%. So having the mythicals of energy and drops will be good, especially if I just have the passive on just any sword, which is why I have these ones locked. Because once I reach world 26, there is a guardian that I can then have 4 swords available to me. Since I'm not spending any Robux on this account, this is fully free to play. I'll be able to have the boost of this passive or the upgraded one that I might get, and I'll be able to have another set of swords that might be stronger than these. Almost, not might, guaranteed to be stronger, and they'll stack. It'll be if I had the game pass for having 3 swords and then having an additional sword. But that's further down the line. And I'm going to try to get... I'm going to try to work on this account a little bit more in the Halloween event, just so I can benefit from it. Because my main account is pretty set for the most part. It has the mythicals, but I also don't want to lose the mythicals trying to go through like a couple thousand rolls and not get the eternal. Like, even having one of the Eternals is big. But that's pretty much my plan for right now. To maybe work on this account in the Halloween event after stream. And maybe grind up the Ascensions a little bit. But then I'm going to have the grinding no mic stream in the near future where I'm going full on grinding, doing defense modes, alien invasion, and everything. Just to try to progress this account and make it stronger. Because this game is free to play friendly because it has a 25% boost from the developers that I can get. But if I want to be able to be on a leaderboard, like the free to play players have their own leaderboard, the pay to win people have their leaderboard. I have a better chance of being on the free to play leaderboard than I do on the pay to win one, because people can just spend more Robux to get, like, for example, if I needed like this bone token here, if I needed more bone token, or let's see, okay, like say I needed flames, I can just buy more flames. Or if I wanted, like, later down the line, there is bulk spins and bulk spin upgrades. The leaderboard people will just buy the gold to max out as much as they can. Well, not as much as they can. They'll just max it out, and they'll max themselves out on the flame so they have the maximum amount of, they'll have the max aura. They'll max out their rank tokens so they have the max rank and everything. So the boost they have will be the absolute maximum that they can afford to have. And then it'll ascend, and they'll also probably even go the extra mile. And since these go as you progress through the worlds, they'll just keep on going up. They'll just keep on buying this so they can get to the max ascension. So their energy production is the absolute most. Then the only thing they have to do is just sit on the ×8 area, which is the highest that they can go right now, unless they decide to put a 10 times area either in the next update or the update after that, which will be World 50. Then they can just AFK for the entire week and be on leaderboard again. I have no chance of being on leaderboard on my main account. I have a greater chance of being on leaderboard on this account or on my other free to play account that I'm a little bit further in the game with than I am on here, but I also have better companions. But I've been streaming for 3 hours now. I think it's a good time to call it. I said my plan, so be on the lookout for another stream, more videos on my part. It's a good thing you showed up now saying that my audio is good, so I don't have to really change too much now. Probably turn myself down because I'm actually peaking a little bit. Let's see if that is that better or worse? I'll probably play with that a little bit later. But it was a good stream. I hope people see it. Uh, as a video or how's that? Like the only thing with me, like with my voice, I hear myself twice right now because I'm peaking the mic. I probably just need to find like a filter or something on this to make it better so I can lower myself so I'm not hearing myself twice. Like that's my only problem right now. But I'll probably try to find like some sort of guide, I guess, to Well, the only thing is, if I'm in a Discord call, I would have to have a like, if I try having a Discord call to I don't know. I would just have to figure out some more stuff to put onto the audio because I'm using just a I'm using OBS right now. Like if I would add a Discord call into this, I would have to have it capture that too. I probably just have to mess with it for a little bit and do like several recordings to see if but I'm not in a Discord call. I'm just having it capture my mic. I wouldn't be able to be in a Discord call by myself for this long. It would have kicked me out. Unless I made a separate server. But then I would have the overlay. I probably have to set something up in like filters or something so I'm not hearing myself. Like I might even have the way that I'm making my voice be heard might be wrong. Like I just tried to have it for a while. I got it to be my voice was clear, but I wasn't hearing myself. So I was good. But it was sharing the same thing as the music. So anytime that I was talking, I was competing with the music at all times. But I'll probably just look up some videos on how to change it around. And to also have my chat box actually work. Because that actually failed on me this time. Oh, the chat box actually is working. Okay. Only thing is I need to probably add background to it. But now I'm gonna actually end stream so I can figure out why I'm hearing myself, if it's something that I'm somehow doing wrong. but I'm trying to make it as professional looking as possible. After the stream, and also probably after I get a drink, because I've been talking for probably like 3 hours straight. Not the way that I thought you were gonna put that, but sure. And I probably also need to go through my scenes and make sure that I have like the same audio captures and um, application captures, because whenever I went on a intermission, I feel like I had no sound going, so like no music or nothing. So I probably need to go through those and figure out how to get those to work, but we'll get to that next stream. But yeah, I tried to like, my plan was to do a 2-hour stream, but I wanted to get to this world, and I almost got it to 2 hours, but then it just ended up being I needed to do more stuff, and then as I'm finishing up the stream, I started talking about what the next stream was gonna bring, which then just tagged on more time. And now with you here, it's just tagging on more and more time. But it's actually a good thing, because you get to see my nice little scene transition to ending. But I also would have to probably like, I will need you to say whether the music cuts off the second I switch over to this. Because I'm not sure. Just let me know whenever you're ready.